Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. Alam nyo ba? Grabe. Mag-ano naman tayo, mag-go international muna tayo mga idolo. Ito'y regarding sa Singapore's fighter jets. So alamin natin kung ano-ano yung mga fighter jets ng Singapore. Ano ng Singapore? Diba? Kasi nakakaingit eh. Kahit hindi ko pa napapanood tong video na to, alam ko mas marami silang fighter jet kaysa sa atin, di ba? Isang maliit na bansa pero grabe ang kanilang military power o kakayahan ng mga militar nila, lalo na sa Air Force, di ba? Kaya sarap din na tingnan yung mga fighter jets ng ibang bansa. Sana rin magkaroon tayo ng ganitong fighter jets, di ba? Kaya tayo sisilipin natin ang kanilang mga fighter jets. Itong video na to ay galing kay Behind Asia, mga idolo. So tara, panoorin na natin.
To one of Asia's strongest air forces. They have the strongest, most formidable and expensive fighter jets that ever existed. These are all necessary to defend the small island nation that they have. But how strong are we talking about? Can they really compete against their neighborhood giants like Indonesia? Or are their fighter jets just not enough to actually compete against a country that is well over 100 times its size? Well, to understand this, let's talk about the fighter jets of Singapore and compare them to its neighbors. The face of Singapore's Air Force and fighter jets have long been the F-16. The F-16 Fighting Falcon, as it is known, hails from the General Dynamics.
Diba? Buti pa sila may F-16 eh. Diba? Pero sana magkaroon din tayo ng F-16 or whatever fighter jets or isang mga ano ba? Basta mga fighter jets na talagang multi-role. Yun ang gusto kong sabihin. Tuloy-tuloy pa ako. Diba? Sana nga matuloy yung 40 units na ating plano ng ating Department of National Defense para bilhin para sa ating Philippine Air Force. Yung kaso nga lang, dahil nga sa mga budget na nagkagulo-gulo ngayon at na nagkalipat-lipatan, parang malabo o maraming mga procurement ng ating Department of National Defense ang mapupurnada o hindi matutuloy, depende, o siguro mababawasan from 40, isang squadron na lang, mga 12, sana kung ganun talaga, di ba? Nga.
Dynamics, a United States company. It is a single-engine supersonic multi-role fighter aircraft initially developed for the United States Air Force. When it was designed, it had a role as an air superiority day fighter, but it eventually evolved into a versatile all-weather multi-role aircraft. In 1993, General Dynamics would sell off its aircraft manufacturing business to Lockheed, which would change the face of the F-16s. Singapore, on the other hand, had acquired the F-16s through several contracts. The very first one started way back in April of 1984, and when the Peace-Carvin Letter of Agreement was signed, this facility...
Diba, lupit, diba? 1984 pang meron ng ang Singapore ng F-16. Diba? Para mga panahon natin yung mga F1 pa eh. Diba? F5. If I'm not mistaken, diba? Parang ganun ng mga... At least meron tayo nun, diba? Kasi parang mga panahon nun hindi ko lang alam kung anong date yun. Or 1970s ata. Tayo tayo ang pinakamalakas. O kasunod tayo ng Japan nun. Na malakas sa Asia. Regarding sa sa military power, di ba? Punasan ng China nung panahon na yun. If I'm not mistaken, mga idolo yun ang pagkakaalala ko eh. O napanood ko eh. Correct me if I'm wrong na lang, guys. Wala namang problema yan.
with the sale of 8 F-16A/B aircraft to Singapore at a total cost of $272 million. The first aircraft was delivered in February of 1988, with the rest following throughout the year. Initially, these aircraft were used for training at Luke Air Force Base, Arizona, and they were relocated to Singapore by January 1990. In July 1994, under the Peace-Carvin II program, Singapore signed an agreement for 18 Block 15 F-16C/D aircraft. The first of these aircraft was accepted in April 1998, with all deliveries completed that year. Additionally, in July 1996, Singapore signed a commercial lease for 12 new Block 52 aircraft for training purposes in the United States, which were delivered in the latter half of 1998 and operated at Cannon Air Force Base, New Mexico. Throughout the coming years, Singapore would increase its total F-16 aircrafts. Today, however, these aircraft have begun to age. They are now decades old, which is why over time, the Republic of Singapore Air Force or RSAF have been upgraded to ensure they
Grabe naman, decades old lang. Tayo, hanggat kayang paganahin, pagaganahin natin. Diba? Which is not bad. Kasi at least, di ba, ganun galing ang ating mga mechanics dito, di ba? Na patuloy na pinapandar ang mga ganyang sensitibong mga kagamitan, lalo na yung papawid, di ba? Kasi syempre, ayaw naman natin na sira-sira na dahil nasa kalangitan ka tapos magkakaroon ng malfunction ng ating aircraft, di kawawa naman yung ating mga pilot, di ba? Kaya dapat talaga kung may budget naman, di ba? Why not? Kung after a decade, natin yan. Hindi na natin gamitin. Bumili na lang ng bagong pamalit, di ba? Sana kung gano'n, hindi gano'n ang hindi gano'n sa Pilipinas. Hanggat kaya pang gamitin at ligtas pa, kahit anong taon yan, gagamitin at gagamitin pa rin natin yan. Kasi wala. Dahil nga kapos tayo sa budget, talagang lulubos-lubosin natin yung kakayahan ng itong aeroplanong ating nabili para magamit ng gusto, di ba? Siyempre, hindi mo naman nagagamit sa gera yan. Minsan nagagamit panglaban natin sa mga terorismo dito sa ating bansa. Diba? Pero hindi naman ganun kadalas yun. So, hindi mo naman usually talaga nagagamit yung mga ganyang kagamitan. For emergency purpose lang din. Pero syempre, dapat meron pa rin tayo mga ganyan. Kasi, diba? Kasi, hindi natin masabi yung panahon Diba? Kaya, ang panahon ngayon, medyo magulo na rin. Puro gera na rin. Diba? Kaya, kailangan talaga natin ng mga ganitong kagamitan para matipensahan naman din natin ang ating bansa. Diba?
are up to date to deal with modern threats. One of the most significant upgrades done lately is in 2023. The Channel News Asia
Ulitin nga natin mga idolo. Medyo nalito ako nun. Kung nung aircraft nung nabili nung April ng Singapore. Ulitin natin
its aircraft manufacturing business to Lockheed, which would change the face of the F-16s. Singapore, on the other hand, had acquired the F-16s through several contracts. The very first one started way back in April of 1984, and when the Peace Carbon Letter of Agreement was signed, this facilitated the sale of 8 F-16A/B aircraft to Singapore at a total cost of $200.
So, ganun nga. May F-16 na nung 1984. Okay.
Readiness until the mid-2030s. These upgrades include the Active Electronically Scanned Array, AES, newly up. They are up to date.
Lumagpas na ata tayo, mga
Aircraft have begun to age and operated at Cannon Air Force Base, New Mexico. Throughout the coming years, Singapore would increase its total F-16 aircrafts. Today, however, these aircraft have begun to age. They are now decades old, which is why over time, the Republic of Singapore Air Force, or RSAF, have been upgraded to ensure they are up to date to deal with modern threats. One of the most significant upgrades done lately is in 2023. The Channel News Asia reported that the RSAF have received their newly upgraded F-16 fighter jets. Their capabilities were enhanced to ensure operational readiness until the mid-2030s. These upgrades include the Active Electronically Scanned Array, AESA, radar, which allows the F-16 to track and engage multiple targets from greater distances and allow an all-weather ground attack capability that enables precision strikes with more
Dati wala akong ka-idea sa kung paano nila nakukuha yung radar nila. Nandyan pala sa may nguso talaga ng aeroplano. Hindi ko ma-imagine kung saan yung radar nila ng panahon na yun. Diba? Kaya ang dami rin nating nalalaman regarding sa sa military lang, sa aircraft. Diba? Kung nasa nakalagay yung nila, radar nila o sonar nila, diba? Para matrack yung kalaban or yung surroundings niya. Diba? Diyan pala talaga sa nguso yun.
advanced munitions. Additionally, F-16s have been equipped with modern air-to-air missiles like the Python 5, enhancing their ability to engage a wide range of air threats with improved lethality and survivability.
Hopya. Pause muna tayo mga idolo. Yun, nagbabalik tayo. May patalastas. Mayayari tayo dyan. Let's go.
Lethality and survivability. The new air-to-ground munition system allows for precise strikes in day and night conditions, using weapons such as the Laser Joint Direct Attack munition. Now, besides the F-16, Singapore has been acquiring newer fleets, ones that will replace the F-16 in the future. One of these is the F-15E Strike Eagle. They acquired that advanced variant of this aircraft, which is known as the F-15SG. These aircraft were developed by Boeing, which is another American company. The contract for this aircraft was signed back in December of 2005. The government of Singapore...
Siyempre kasi, ang Singapore, malit na bansa din kasi yan. Kaya parang wala rin silang kakayahan na gumawa ng sarili nila mga ganyan. Kaya, kaalay din naman siguro talaga nila yung Amerika. At kaya, dun sila bumibili. At siyempre, kaya naman nila bumili ng mga ganyan. Dahil isa yan sa mga grabe, di ba? Singapore, di ba? Parang ang palitan ngayon. Hindi ko na alam kung 38 ba o 37, mga ganun. If I'm not mistaken. Kasi dati mga 33, 34 lang naalala ko eh. Pero lang tumaas na ngayon. Diba? Kaya parang layo din ang agwat sa atin ng Singapore talaga. Regarding sa economy. Talagang ang Singapore talaga is mayamang bansa. Kahit na maliit, di ba? Speak.
Signed a $1.6 billion contract with Boeing for 12 F-15SG fighter jets to replace their older fighter aircrafts.
Okay.
This was to replace the A-4SU Super Skyhawk attack aircraft, which is a very old attack aircraft that was developed from the Douglas A-4 Skyhawk, a single-seat, subsonic carrier-capable, light attack aircraft manufactured by American aerospace and defense company Douglas Aircraft Company. The first F-15SG was rolled out in November 2008 and was delivered in May of 2009. Prior to the delivery, the Singapore Ministry of Defense ordered for additional F-15SGs and exercised an option for 8 more as part of the original contract. The RSAF declared the full operational capability of the F-15SG in September 2013. The final batch of 8 fighters was delivered between early 2016 and July 2017. In terms of its armaments, the F-15SG has 15 weapon stations and can be equipped with a variety of weapons, including up to 8 AIM-120 or AIM-9X air-to-air missiles, 15,500 pounds of laser-guided bombs, and Maverick air-to-surface missiles. It also features an internal General Dynamics M-61A1 20mm Gatling gun capable of firing up to 6,000 rounds per minute.
Yan. Dapat may Gatling gun din talaga yung mga natin, mga fighter jet. Hindi ko alam talaga yung F-50 kung may guns din yon or wala. Parang wala akong nababalitaan o nakikitang specifications regarding sa kanyang armaments, kung ano-ano. At least yan, di ba? May Gatling gun. Di ba? Parang yung Warthog. Di ba? Yung Warthog. Oo, tama. Yun. Diba? Sana nga ibigay sa atin ng US yung mga lumang Warthog nila para magagamit natin yun sa surface capability natin, di ba? Alam ko hindi naman ata pang air to air, pwede rin naman siguro pag gagamitan mo ng Gatling gun din yung aircraft ng kalaban o yung fighter jet na baka pwede nang tamaan yun, di ba? Kaya high power din talaga yung Warthog na yun, kaya sana talagang biyayaan tayo ng US maski ilang units man lang doon, di ba?
For its engines and performance, they are powered by 2 General Electric F110-GE129C turbofan engines, each producing 29,000 pounds of thrust. The F-15SG can exceed speeds of Mach 2.5 and operate at altitudes of up to 19,800 meters and is capable of performing high-G maneuvers. Besides the F-15SG and the F-16, there is one more aircraft, but this time it is not one that was ordered years ago, but one that is expected to come. It is going to reshape the face of Singapore's Air Force and even possibly the entire Southeast Asian region. In 2019, the Republic of Singapore selected the F-35 as its next generation fighter jet. The following year, in 2020, the United States government approved the...
Grabe, di ba? F-35 ng nila? Nilook forward nila na magkaroon sila, di ba? Grabe yan. Isa sa pinakamalakas na na fighter jet talaga. O talaga isa. O hindi, may isa. Siya yung pinakamalakas na fighter jet sa panahon ngayon. Kaya kung meron kang ganyan, ako. Di ba? Katatakutan ka rin talaga ng ibang bansa kahit pa paano dahil may F-35 ka
Sale of the F-35B to Singapore. After approving the sale, the Singapore government confirmed its order of 12 short takeoff and vertical landing STOVL capable F-35B Lightning II aircraft. In February of 2024, however, Singapore's Defense Minister Dr. Ng Eng Hen announced the procurement of 8 new F-35A Lightning II fifth-generation fighter aircraft for the Republic of Singapore Air Force (RSAF), with deliveries expected by 2030. This means that the total F-35 aircrafts will now be 20. The F-35A and F-35B Lightning II are expected to replace the RSAF's fleet of F-16C/D Fighting Falcon fighters, which have been in operation since the late 1990s and are set to begin retirement by the 2030s. Singapore is the first country in Southeast Asia to acquire fifth-generation fighter aircraft, maintaining the RSAF's status as the region's most advanced air force. The F-35 is regarded as the most advanced fighter jet in the world. This was developed by none other than Lockheed Martin. Lockheed even said on its website that the F-35 enhances national security, strengthens global partnerships, and drives economic growth. As the most lethal and connected fighter aircraft, it provides pilots with a decisive advantage, ensuring mission success and safe return. Now, you've understood just how capable and strong Singapore's Air Force is. Let's compare these to its neighbors. Let's first take a look at Indonesia. The only capable aircraft that one can compare Singapore to Indonesia is Indonesia.
At least yan talaga may comparison. Andiyan kaya yung Philippines. I doubt kung nandiyan yung Philippines.
Indonesia's own Dassault Rafale. This is Indonesia's newest fighter aircraft. How does the Dassault Rafale compare to the F-35, you may ask? Well, it is difficult to say how strong one aircraft is to another, but the F-35 is known as an unmatched stealth, advanced sensor fusion, and modern combat capabilities aircraft that makes it highly effective for air dominance and complex missions. The Rafale, while not stealthy, is highly versatile, cost-effective, and capable of performing a wide range of missions with advanced avionics and weaponry. In terms of cost, the F-35 is actually cheaper. Although variants and data differ, according to several sources, the Dassault Rafale approximately costs $115 million per unit with an operational cost of $16,500 per hour. The F-35
Nagulat ako dun Mas mura ang F-35 kaysa dyan sa Rafael. Kasi parang sa kung bansa ba yan, mga idolo. Alam ko saan yata yan, sa Europe siguro yan. Yung aircraft din. Di ko lang matandaan kung in-offer din sa atin yan. Di ba naghahanap nga tayo ng multi-role fighter jet? Kung nag-offer din ba yan? Kasama ba yan sa mga nag-offer? So, comment down below guys kung may idea kayo.
F-35A, on the other hand, costs about $80 million per aircraft, and the F-35B costs $115 million. Their cost per flight hour is about $36,000. Malaysia, on the other hand, is quite...
Yun lang, mas mahal lang yung niya, flight per hour 6. Grabe naman. Kada palipad mo yan, parang lumilipad yung pera mo rin Diba? Parang hindi pa natin afford talaga yan. Kahit na sabihin mong may fighter jet yung ganyan. Every flight naman, every hour siguro flight yan Parang lumilipad yung pera mo, nawawala. Ako. Hindi pa natin kaya yan. Diba? Kaya talagang naghahanap tayo ng cost-effective din na mura. Pati yung maintenance is mura. Para ma-maintain natin yan at magamit din naman natin yung mga fighter jet natin, di ba? Kasi hindi naman natin masyadong kailangan ng mga, sa ngayon siyempre hindi pa natin kaya na mga advanced fighter jet na katulad ng F-35. Pero sana in the future, kung mangyayari ba yun o hindi. Hindi ko rin alam talaga mga idolo. Kaya umaasa na lang tayo kung ano bang pwedeng natin ma-procure pa na fighter jet sa ngayon. Sa ngayon, wala pa rin akong idea kung ano ba, sino ba mananalo sa pag-procure natin o magpo-procure pa ba tayo o hindi. Gulong-gulo na rin ako mga idolo.
Lagging behind Singapore and Indonesia. They have a recent contract with South Korea for the KAI T-50 Golden Eagle. The KAI T-50 Golden Eagle is a supersonic advanced trainer developed by Korean Aerospace Industries, KAI, in collaboration with Lockheed Martin. It can be used for pilot training, light attacks, and reconnaissance missions. The KAI T-50 Golden Eagle, however, costs a lot less than the Dassault Rafale and the F-35. Each unit costs approximately between $30 to $35 million. The KAI T-50 therefore is the best suited for countries with smaller budgets and mostly used for training and light combat roles. But in terms of combat, both are actually capable. Another Malaysian aircraft is the Sukhoi Su-30, which hails from Russia. The Su-30 is also regarded as a formidable aircraft. It is the alternative choice to those seeking aircrafts other than US companies. They are a twin-engine, multi-role air superiority aircraft that was developed by Russia's Sukhoi Design Bureau. Unfortunately, Malaysia has been struggling to maintain its Su-30 aircraft fleet for years. In 2018, it was reported that only 4 out of their 18 Su-30 fighters were able to fly.
Nako,
So, knowing these, does Singapore actually have
yun lang ang problema dyan, di ba? 80 naging 4 na lang ang lumilipad. Di ba? Kaya talagang kailangan din natin ng masinsinan na pag-iisip kung ano ba talaga ano. Pero yun nga, hindi tayo makita kumuha sa Russia kasi dahil nga sa aliado natin yung Amerika, talagang tututulan tayo ng Amerika dyan. Kaya kailangan na sa mga kaaliado lang din tayo kukuha ng mga fighter jets, di ba? Ay, ito. Kung matutuloy pa rin yun, di ba? Sana yung FA-50 na Block 20, kunin natin na mas advanced sa ginagamit natin ngayon, di ba? At least yun, kahit pa paano, makakasabay-sabay na rin sa mga bagong multi-role o mga multi-role fighter jets. Isa na ngayon kasi light fighter jet lang ating ginagamit FA-50. Kaya, ewan ko na lang.
some of the best fighters in Southeast Asia?
Di ba? Ganda rin ng ng budgeting ng Singapore kasi talagang may kakayahan sila bumili ng ganyan kasi nga okay din ang kanilang economy. Kaya hindi ganoon karami ang binibili nila kasi syempre hindi naman din ganoon karami ang kanilang population. Syempre hindi naman din ganoon karami ang kanilang mga nasa military. Siguro kung katulad din ng South Korea, dapat lahat ng may kakayahan na maging part ng military or mga reserves mag-training din para katulad sa South Korea. Diba? Okay din yun. At least kahit na konti lang ang kanilang population nila, may kakayahan silang ipagtanggol din ng kanilang sarili, ng kanilang bansa. Tayo nga, 120 million na ata tayo, more. Pero konti pa rin yung military natin, di ba? Kaya, pero marami naman tayong reserves. Yung mga matatapang naman tayo, di ba? Putol pa, hindi atakbo, di ba? Huwag na natin pangarapin na magkaganon nga na kailangan din na talaga natin lumaban, di ba? Pero yun nga, sana mas marami pang ang mga Pilipino na maging part ng ating military o gusto maging part ng military para yun nga, dumami yung ating mga men in uniforms din, di ba? Kahit pa paano para yun nga, ano naman, lumakas-lakas naman tayo sa mga manpower natin, di ba? Dahil na sa men in uniform natin. Mga idolo. So yun, nakakaingit lang na sobrang layo ng Singapore sa ating Air Force sa ngayon. Pero sana in the future nga makasabay-sabay na tayo at maging isa na tayo sa mga malakas. Ito lang idolo. Yun nga, isa na tayo sa magiging isang malakas sa kahit mga sa South Asia yan kasi sa Asia medyo mahirap talagang yan. Gampanan, di ba? Maging malakas tayo sa Asia. Mas marami pang malalakas sa atin sa Asia talaga. Maski sa Southeast Asia na maging pantay-pantay na yung natin, yung ranking man lang, di ba? Kahit pa paano. Sa nangyayari din ngayon, pagtampes na natin mga budget sa ating AFP, malabong mangyari yun. Na yun nga, umusad-usad pa tayo sa mga bagong kagamitan natin. Pero huwag tayong mawala ng pag-asa para sa ating mga men in uniform, di ba, mga idolo? So yan, so maraming salamat kay Behind Asia, mga idolo. So lalagay ko pa yung full video na to, pati po kanyang YouTube channel. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-subscribe po sa kanya, mga idolo. So guys, dito rin po tayo nagtatapos. Huwag niyo rin po kalimutan na mag-subscribe po sa akin channel. Hit niyo po yung notification bell, pati yung like button. At huwag niyo rin po kalimutan na i-follow din po ako sa aking Facebook page na Alam Nyo Ba. So again guys, dito na po tayo nagtatapos. Maraming salamat po sa lahat. Ingat po tayo lagi. And God bless us all. Bye-bye.